I loved all of you in this show. I thought you were all so unique. There's something so special about each sort of demon and each sort of angel coming in and getting to do their own thing, especially since this is an all new season, not based on a book or anything. So you're all coming in as new characters, except for you, Shelley. You're playing a different version of Beelzebub. But, so if you're coming into something new like this, how do you go about building the sort of personality for your characters?
Well, the source material is a good place to start with the success of the book and the first season. There was a lot to draw from there, but then the scripts that we were given are just full and rich, and also allowed a lot of scope for and encouragement from Neil and our director to embellish and keep creating to build upon what was given to us. And we also had a lot of help from the world that was created by way of the sets and the production team and the costumes and the hair and makeup. And that's even before you get on set and get to work with your scene partners, which is just, the kind of cherry on the top.
Yeah. I think, when you have something that, sometimes it can feel a little bit, like you were saying this earlier, that you really want to do it justice, because it's such an incredible fan base, and the work that has, season 1 and the book, it's just, so rich. But it was like, walking into set, it was such a relaxed atmosphere, and it really felt like a collaboration. It didn't feel like, oh, it's my first day at school kind of thing, or like I'm a little bit nervous. And it was actually just, this is our place of collaboration and creativity, and you take what you need and you run with it, or, and everyone's just giving you 100% all the time, not just the actors, but, the crew as well. So it was really smooth, Yeah,
it didn't really feel like they said, that we were the newbies. Not really. Because everybody was like, as if you were returning again.
Yeah.
Really.
It's been there,
Which is great. Like, you were part of it. So, okay, great, I'm part of it. And to find your character, I think, really so much. Obviously, you can watch the older, the first series, and then the script has it kind of all. It really does. And then you were saying about the uniqueness, you're allowed to just run with it, really, and bring your own uniqueness to it along with the script. So that was the joy, and I think that helped probably us all get in there as new people in this show.
Yeah. I can imagine that was the case for you, Shelley, since you're coming in sort of as the second iteration of Beelzebub. Were you given any sort of guidance as to, like, does it need to be similar to the first one, or do they kind of just like let you loose since Beelzebub's a demon? They're kind of unpredictable at best.
Yeah. Well, I mean, knowing that I would be in the same outfit, which fitted amazingly, as Anna Maxwell Martin, who did a phenomenal job, I think, of season 1, and also talking to Neil and understanding from him how the character is, he just solved it so simply by just kind of going, this old phase, I've had it for centuries. It's kind of like, it's just so simple. And so it just had a sort of flair to it that I think there was the simplicity of that I felt gave me license. And, the character was well established. The fans love the character. They love how they look. So it was a kind of step into with a kind of bringing on board what was handed to me, almost like a sort of torch, do continue. Do you know what I mean? And it was kind of, okay, great. So it felt like there was some sense of the spirit that had come from before still with me. And like we've said, that kind of generosity and collaborative spirit of everybody around you that's just kind of like, come join in. And it just it just means you can put your feet on the ground and get to work.
Yeah. And so we, Liz and Quelin, you also play angels. We see a little bit more of what's going on in heaven this season, given the whole mystery, but we don't exactly know what goes on in heaven. We see Muriel do a little bit of, investigative work, examining Aziraphale and Crowley, but heaven seems like an awful lot of admin. So what do you think they're doing when they're not bothering Aziraphale and Crowley?
You said it. Admin has been Muriel's existence, and it's 24/7. But I also think they're happy to do that. You know what I mean? That they're just
Well, you
working
are.
away. Yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
Don't speak for
No, not me,
Helen.
Quelin. Yeah, like there's a lot of admin. There's like records and records of everything, you know, but so you should, you know, they're just working away, and then the odd, I don't know, every few thousand years somebody will come and be like, oh, I need to look at that miracle from so and so time, and I'm like, yes, I've got it right here, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's you're right, it's admin.
Saraqael, I think, spends their time trying not to be bothered. You know, for other people, not. I think they sit in their lovely corner office with a great view over the universe, and it's kind of like, don't bother me, you know, until you really have to. And what happens in season 2 is they really have to. Comes out the office.
I have one final question for you guys, and that is the fact that one of the big staples of Good Omens is Crowley's Bentley, which is cursed to play nothing but Queen songs forever and ever and ever. Mm-hmm. So I would like to know what your favorite Queen song is.
Ooh. I think We Will Rock You has got to be mine.
Oh yeah? Okay,
yeah,
good.
There's just something about that. But I'm like, yes. So good.
I got two. It's Radio Gaga, because I love the sort of synchronicity of the arms, which is funny because I can't really do it, but I love it when you're doing it. And it was once playing in a show I was doing backstage. It was sort of the coming on song. So good memories. But I do love We Are the Champions as well. That's really like
gets you
going.
Yeah. I mean, there's not a bad one, is there? But the one that just came to my head, so I'm just going to call it my favorite for today. I might change my mind tomorrow, is Another One Bites the Dust.
Amazing. Very good choices, all of you. Thank you so much for talking with me today.
Thank you.